It is harder to work on yourself, but the rewards are more meaningful.
Into the dragon, move so swift.
What's up? Welcome back to my channel, and you are watching Food for Thought episode 30. I am Leroy Junior Chikwenya, and let's get straight to the story of this week. So, my biggest turning point so far in my journey of self improvement and becoming better, and the year and last year is breaking up with my girl. Yo, shit, I'm too black. Breaking up with my girlfriend. That allowed me to do a lot of internal work and try and figure out what I did wrong. Basically, work on my weaknesses to become in the future a better partner, a better person, and also just to level up the type of girl that I attract, right? The type of girl that I decide to spend my time with. I'm just the type of person to take responsibility for the fallout. Like, I don't put blame on anyone, even though that a relationship is between two people. Right? I don't like to point fingers. I rather do the work from my point of view and allow the other person to do their own work. Especially if you don't see eye to eye with a girl and you try and push or try and keep the relationship going, knowing that it's not going anywhere. So, right, breaking up with the girl, I then begin my kickboxing, I begin my fighting classes, I begin making my music album, and over the last 10 months, 11 months or so, I had dreads. I cut off the dreads because through the period of leaving the girl and being decisive about it, I realized that I was no longer that person anymore. Like, obviously, after some time, after like 6 months, 7 months of just silence, being alone, working on myself, going on dates, not really going anywhere with the girls that I've been on dates with, and building a business, right? Just doing things that make me uncomfortable. I realized I was no longer that person. So crazy enough is I told myself like long back, like I would grow my hair, I would grow my dreads till as long as my shoulders or even longer. Right? I told myself I would not cut my dreads. The person I saw was not the person I saw in the mirror. The person I saw in the future was not the person I saw in the mirror. So I had to change. It wasn't hard. I don't regret it. That comes to the topic of today, which is about appearance. Right? It doesn't really matter how you change yourself, like externally, like your physical appearance, how you want people to perceive you. If you haven't done the internal work, content over appearance. An example of this would be like a Coke can, right? You can have a Coke can, on the outside is Coke, and on the inside is also Coke. And then somehow you change the outside and it's written juice, right? But when you open it and drink it, it's still Coke. 2 weeks ago, I watched the movie Ricky Stenicki, and it was so funny. Like, jeez, I could not stop laughing. But that is another example of pretending to be someone who you are not. Eventually, it's gonna come out. People are gonna find out. You get exposed, and I mean that was a movie, so it had a happy ending. But when it comes to reality, it doesn't feel so good being exposed for what you're not. Right? It's embarrassing. People kill themselves because of those moments. That's a very exaggerated example, but it happens. It is harder to work on yourself, but the rewards are more meaningful. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and leave a like if you like the video. And I'll see you next week.